It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Cam Thomas.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, we've got Michael Porter. Cam Thomas out there with Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Launches it. Hunter can't get it to go. It's stolen by Garland. He lays it in on the break.
That athletic ability is eye-popping. Darius Garland, the steal and the finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, BA.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
No good on the free throw. And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Good on the second one. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Outside, Williams to the paint. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Garland against Thomas. Mobley outside. This one for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Johnson passes to Thomas. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Mobley outside. Inside. Here's Mitchell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
This is exactly where Donovan Mitchell wants to be. This guy knows how to finish strong inside.
And here's Johnson, averaging around 5 points a game. And here's Porter outside. That shot off the mark. The Cavs have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Garland with the ball, and it's Thomas picking him up. Mitchell, the pass to Garland, and the basket is good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And as we're halfway through the season, let's see how the power rankings are shaking out. Taking a look at Houston, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Seeing where the Nets are, they still go out and play hard every night. Unfortunately, it's one step forward and one step back, and they just don't have much time left.
Mitchell against Johnson. Thomas outside. The three ball. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Leading by 5. Last time they met was in Cleveland.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Down low. Stolen by Mobley. Here's Allen. Oh! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Jarrett Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Nets trail by 9. Thomas passes to Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. 5 to shoot. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Mobley passes to Allen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jarrett Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
The free throw good from Allen. And if you're a fan of New York City, you love these couple of games.
Oh, yeah. Basketball in New York City just hits different. Facing both the Knicks and Nets in consecutive games, and you're getting to spend a little extra time here, too. That's a fun stretch for players and the fans.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Garland against Thomas. Pass to Mobley. 4-3. He can't get it to go. Nets trail by 9. Here's Thomas. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
Now here's Porter. Here's Johnson. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Claxton can't get it to go.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Garland, the pass to Allen. Mitchell with the ball. Brooklyn pulls it in. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Thomas. Pass to Johnson. The three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Here's Garland. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Toronto.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And with a break in the action, here's a look at the shooting guards who have been putting on a passing clinic and chalking up the assists this year. Fifth best, Donovan Mitchell.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And Brooklyn has possession. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Cleveland. Porter gets the bucket.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Here's Garland. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Allen with a screen on Thomas. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Over Thomas. Garland, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 7. Porter with a screen on Garland. Here's Thomas. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Second chance shot. The rebound by Allen. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
And the Nets making a change here. Melton's checked in. Now here's Ball. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And stolen by Melton. Fast break, here we go. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter. Now
here's Garland. Pass to Wade. To the middle. Fades back. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Nets trail by 5. Now Porter. Here's Claxton. Left side Johnson. Williams from long range. Hits the three-pointer.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Allen with a screen on Williams. Here's Ball. And he knocks down the 10-footer.
I like watching Ball be assertive on offense, especially looking for a shot from the mid-range.
The Nets have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Melton against Garland. Melton passes to Johnson. And it's all from three-point range. Cleveland leading by 4. Knocked away and stolen by Williams. Williams on the wing from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Williams has got 6.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The 3 from Ball. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams passes to Porter. Fast break Cleveland. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Once Jared Allen gets rolling, this guy will keep the pressure on. He wants to be great.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell against Johnson. Claxton a screen on Mitchell. Johnson passes to Porter. Pass to Melton. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. A different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Allen. Hunter comes in for Garland. And it's Strus in for Donovan Mitchell. Good on both. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
No one covering. Hunter's got 8.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
1:21 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside man. Inside. Here's Highsmith. Nice D from Nance.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Hunter passes to Wade. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
To the inside. Strus against Thomas. Strus the pass to Nance. Brooklyn pulls it in. Man with it. No points yet. Pass to Melton. Thomas outside. 3-pointer. Nance pulls down the board. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 6-point game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Hunter against Thomas. Now Hunter. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Clock at 4. He drops it from range. 11 points in the game.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Jared Allen getting it done for Cleveland. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Here's Mann. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Highsmith in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
Free throw good, Thomas. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Nets trail by 9. And here's Thomas. Pass to Highsmith. Now here's Mann. Three-pointer. Nance pulls down the board. Ball outside. The 11-footer. Rebound Brooklyn. Thomas outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Thomas.
Boy, when you talk about rhythm scorer, the first guy or one of the first guys to come to mind is Cam Thomas. Very difficult to slow him down when he gets on a heater.
Melton against ball. Mobley, a screen on Melton. And he lobs it up. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And the upcoming schedule for the Brooklyn Nets. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then Monday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
In that game against Portland, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team. More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to review the game plan. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. In the third spot, the Cavaliers.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Melton against ball. Melton outside. Stolen by Strus. Ball left side. Rebound Brooklyn. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Melton. Thomas outside. They set the pick. Takes it inside. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 8. Ball surveys the floor. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Brooklyn has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Highsmith. Fires the three, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Cleveland has possession. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Wade. Outside Strus. The 3 ball. The shot comes out. Nets trail by 7. On the wing man, Hunter covering. Melton passes to Highsmith. Back to Melton. Pass to Thomas. Melton on the wing. Over ball. Melton misses.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Outside Strus. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's man. Defense right on him. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Cam Thomas.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
First free throw is good. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Melton. Nance, he's checked in for the Cavs. Darius Garland comes in for Strus. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
Melton, he's checked in for man. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 8. Here's Melton. 8 points in his last time out. Thomas outside. Screen by Claxton. A shot from the high post. Thomas misses.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And here's Hunter for three. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Yep, that one goes. Thomas has got 7 points here in the quarter.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Melton against Garland. Hunter passes to Garland. Shoots over Melton. And Garland with a basket on the assist by Hunter. Garland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. Three trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Melton against Garland. Melton outside. From outside the arc. Sinks it from distance. And now it's just a 4-point Cleveland lead.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Nance with a screen on Melton. Garland for 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound. The Nets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Melton. Johnson with it. Melton on the wing, guarded by Garland. Melton misses. Cleveland leading by 4. 4-3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
Fires at the elbow. Another miss by Garland. And it's Brooklyn ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Stolen by Ball. Fires for 3. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But it's so aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
And the Nets with possession here. Trailing by 5. Thomas against Ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. For Brooklyn, Michael Porter, he's checked in for Highsmith. And Williams is subbed in for Melton. And Cleveland with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Nance outside. Claxton with the block.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be." He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league. Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Here's Garland. 9 points in the game. Outside Mitchell. Nance against Porter. Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. He'll go on Michael Porter.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
First free throw is good, and we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Melton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. So he gets them both. Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Mobley, a screen on Melton. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be the Nets ball. And here's a view of the top shot blockers in the association. Second is Nick Claxton.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Now here's Melton. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Williams passes to Porter. Clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Strus with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And stolen by Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Claxton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nets?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Strus the pass to Mobley. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Melton outside. Mitchell against Williams. Right side Porter. Shoots over Nance. Porter's shot is off. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. And Nance with the slam.
Well, incredible speed in transition for Larry Nance Jr. Wow.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Melton outside. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Porter with it. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Mobley, a screen on Melton. Garland for 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Outside, Williams. Back to Johnson. Pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. From about 19. Porter's shot is off.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Garland. Outside Strus. Now Mobley. Fires the three. The rebound by the Nets. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. And he's good on the first of 3.
Donovan Mitchell, just such a relentless scorer, and that high energy he brings is always a huge catalyst for whatever team he plays for.
Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Hunter comes in for Strus. And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
And what a great first half he's had at the free throw line.
Knocks down the first one. Man, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good for Mitchell. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Melton against Garland. Pass to Williams. Porter with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. 4 on the clock. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Hunter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Melton. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Claxton up top. Outside man. Pass to Melton. Porter with it. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, this hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Nets trail by 8. On the court right now for Cleveland. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. In the third spot, Nick Claxton.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Porter from behind the arc. Buries it from 3. Porter's got 15.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Outside Hunter. Mitchell up top. To the paint. Here's Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for him.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Thomas. With the teardrop. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11. Garland with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. It's tipped.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
Thomas passes to Williams. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Pass to Claxton. Johnson against Garland. From 8 feet. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Nets. They need to work much harder to climb out of the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Allen a screen. Shot clock at 6. And, yep, it's good. Garland's got 14 points.
You can see the increasing confidence of putting the ball in Darius Garland's hand and letting him play out of pick and roll.
Thomas outside. Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Mobley. Garland with the ball. And it's Thomas picking him up. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Johnson. And here is Williams. Now Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Garland. Thomas misses. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Mitchell with the ball. Jacks up a 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
I'll say he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Pass to Williams. Back to Thomas. Outside Porter. Launches a 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Mobley with it. The 3 is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Williams on the wing. Here's the 3. And the Nets miss again. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Thomas against Garland. Mobley outside. Takes the 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Here's Thomas. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Hunter, good.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Thomas, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Johnson. The shot to stop the run. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Nets trail by 14. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside Johnson. Pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Brooklyn making a switch here. Highsmith checked in. Here's Johnson. He's got 12. Pass to Highsmith. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And now the Cavaliers on the break. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's just tremendous length, exceptional hands, Jared Allen, nice and easy.
Nets trail by 15. Outside Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Here's Highsmith. Porter with a screen on Hunter. Here's Highsmith. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Allen. Can't hit from in close. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Cleveland.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Thomas. Cleveland leading by 13. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Now here's Hunter. This one for 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
Now Thomas. He's got 18. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Highsmith. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Mobley, a screen on Thomas. 6 to shoot. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 17-6 run. And stolen by Melton. Outside Johnson. Melton with a screen on Hunter. Here's Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Johnson's got 15 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Mobley finds Garland. And there's the lob. Porter with the steal. Here's Melton. Tipped away.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Garland for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Highsmith. Melton with the ball. Hunter covering. Here's Highsmith. 5 on the clock. Porter in the post. Allen defending. Porter's shot is off. The Cavaliers lead by 11. Hunter passes to Garland. Cleveland again missing.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Melton against Garland. Porter with a screen on Garland. Melton outside. Porter from outside. Cavaliers with a rebound. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Hunter for 3. Offensive rebound. That one's good for 2. Allen's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Garland against Melton. Outside Johnson. Over Mitchell. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Cavaliers shooting at 45% of the game so far. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
Nets trail by 15. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Porter. He can't hit that time. Good D by Mobley. Well, Cleveland's shooting around 41% in the third quarter. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. The whistle for the blocking foul. He'll head to the line. And over the last 10 games, here are the shooting guards who have been scoring the best. Third is Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the absolute best of the best at the shooting guard position. I mean, they can score the ball and flat out dominate defenses.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
And he makes a first. Man, he's checked in for Johnson. And he makes both free throws. 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Ball passes to Mobley. Melton against Ball. Outside Hunter. Mobley finds Hunter. Mobley on a screen. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And Mobley throws it down.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Melton. Stolen by Strus. All alone on the break. Here's Ball. Finished off the break. Ball's got 6.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward. So that's the Nets 5. Garland for 3. The shot won't fall.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Thomas passes to Melton. Back to Thomas. Pass to Man. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers lead by 17. Outside Strus. And here's Garland. Back to Strus. Here's Wade. Lets a 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Inside. Ball with it. And it's Thomas picking him up. Ball against Thomas. Ball passes to Mobley. And here's Strus. Lets it go from deep. And Cleveland another 3.
Determined to get to his scoring strength, and that's three-point shooting. We see you, Max Strus.
Garland against Melton. Pass to Thomas. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Set up.
Melton against Garland. Melton passes to Man. Driving inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Mobley passes to Garland. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Thomas outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Garland, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Highsmith. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Garland, the pass to Strus. Here's Wade. The three. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, Max Strus developing the ability to play make for teammates. That's an on-time, on-target pass.
Ball against Thomas. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play here. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. And the free throw, no good. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
Pass to Highsmith. Now here's Melton. Highsmith passes to Melton. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. It's picked off. Now Johnson from the arc. Drops in the three.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Cleveland leading by 19. Ball outside. Back to Garland. Ball outside. Pass to Mobley. Pulls up. And he can't get that one. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Melton passes to Thomas. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Allen.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Garland scanning the floor. The three from Ball. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Allen, the pass to Ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league, Lonzo with the right decision there.
Nets trail by 21. Thomas outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Thomas passes to Highsmith. The kick out to Johnson for three. Off the mark. His 6th miss in 13 tries. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
BA, I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
It's Thomas on the wing, guarded by Garland. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he drops the first. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. That one falls.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Garland. Pass to Hunter. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. Now here's Garland. Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Johnson passes to Claxton. And here's Thomas, guarded by Garland. Pass to Williams. Thomas outside. It's stolen by Garland. And he drops it in from the low post. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
So many ways Darius Garland can score. That floater game is on point.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton against Allen. Now here's Claxton. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Thomas misses. Cleveland leading by 22. Here's Hunter, and another basket for Cleveland.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Outside Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Johnson. Down low. The kick to Hunter. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Hunter's got 26 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And the Nets with possession here. Thomas with the ball. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Pass to Wade. Johnson against Mitchell. Back to Wade. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Thomas outside. Outside Porter. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
The Cavaliers lead by 19. Outside Garland. And he lobs it up top. Mitchell misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Cavaliers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And this will give them win number 32 on the year so far.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jared Allen.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Pass to Melton. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Ball. And here comes Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Assertive play by Ball inside. Not letting a close defender just shut him down.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ball. That one misses. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Thomas for 3. The shot misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Okeke. Rebounded by Johnson. 20 seconds left in the game. Porter from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now Ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth. From deep three-point land. He's off on that one. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.